All right, guys, we're into week 4 of the college football season. We've had a lot of great games. We've had some upsets. We've had some really interesting swings in the rankings. Teams that we haven't seen in the rankings in the past few years, like Arkansas, like Ole Miss. Those teams have surprised some people this season. The resurgence of Penn State after their very poor season last year. The consistency of Alabama and Oklahoma remains to be the point to focus on here. Um, uh, Ohio State and Clemson a little scared early on. They lost 2 games that maybe they should maybe it could have went the other way. Clemson losing to Georgia, and Ohio State losing to Oregon. Now those teams can't afford a loss, or else they're out of the conversation for the playoff, which I ultimately think that will happen because there's so much more season to play, and they have no room for error, and they got very young quarterbacks and very inexperienced quarterbacks. So I'm going to give you my top 4 right here, right now, who I envision at the end of the season based off of strength of schedule, based off of conference championship, based off of the amount of quality wins that they have. I'm going to start with number 1, Alabama. Alabama has been proven yet again why they're the best team in all of college football. They go on the road. They beat a very good Florida team, very big, impactful atmosphere in the swamp with the young quarterback, and they still find a way to win by 2 points. Give them a lot of credit right there. They were just proving again why Nick Saban's the best coach in the nation, and that they're going to be right there in the championship picture. Number 2, I've got Oregon. I know a lot of people are going to go with Oklahoma. They haven't shown me enough, but we'll get to Oklahoma later. I think Oregon has definitely impressed, especially that week 1 win against Fresno State. I mean, hello, who's Fresno State? They just knocked off a really good UCLA team last week, and they're a really good group of 5 team that'll be in the conversation for a New Year's Six Bowl. I really believe that Oregon has what it takes to go undefeated. They have a few tough road games, like at UCLA, at Utah. Those will be some interesting matchups, but at the end of the day, I think that Oregon will finish undefeated as the Pac-12 champion and will be going to the college football playoff as number 2 in the country. Number 3, I've got the Oklahoma Sooners. The Oklahoma Sooners have been kind of shaky to start this season. Spencer Rattler's been just not where he needs to be yet. That offense seems like they're still performing, though. At the same time, the defense that obviously needs to get better. That defense was ranked in the top 25 going into the season, expected to be one of the best Oklahoma defenses they've had pretty much ever, or at least in the last 25 years, and they have not been able to perform this season so far. They've had scares against Tulane and had scares against Nebraska, 2 teams that just should not be competition. They should be blowing them out and beating them down, and they've kind of concerned me a little bit this season. I'm going to have Oklahoma at 3. And number 4, I've got Penn State. Penn State will come out as the Big Ten champion this season. I really believe that to be true. I believe that Penn State has a lot of heart. They have the confidence, and they have that swagger. Going on the road and being Wisconsin week 1, what a win that is. Going to Camp Randall, one of the craziest atmospheres in the whole college football, and pulling out that victory. And then going back home for that whiteout game and beating a really good Auburn team who's going to be a top-tier team in the SEC this season. It just goes to show you that Penn State has a lot of depth. Their defense is a top 10 defense in the nation, and if Sean Clifford makes plays at the end of the games, they're going to win those games. And I honestly think they're the more experienced team than Ohio State. And when that matchup comes up in Columbus, yes, Ohio State might be at home, but Penn State will win that game. I'm guaranteeing that right now. So that's my top 4. So those matchups would follow as this. It would be Penn State versus Alabama and Oregon versus Oklahoma. My predictions are just and me being a college football fan. The crazy and great thing about it is we get to find out what these rankings and who these teams play are as the season goes along. There's a lot of great games coming up this week, and and every week down the line. I'm really looking forward to the future, and I really hope that we see some more surprises, because so far this season it's definitely been a treat for all of us college football fans to watch and enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and tell your friends about these videos. It's very important to me and in the future of me being a content creator on this channel. So have a great day, guys.